So look, tell me, what have been the kind of challenges you faced and are
Mm,
facing, uh, having been a carer both for your son,
mm.
now for your husband?
Very different. The caring experiences are very different. I suppose not surprising in some ways. When Al was diagnosed, although not yet divorced, I was a single parent. I was the mum of three teenagers. I was self-employed, so and very much the children were my responsibility. And during his treatment, there was an expectation on the ward. He was on a Teenage Cancer Trust ward in Leeds, that I would be in hospital with Al, and Al wanted me there too. So you get this pull that you've got children at home that need to be looked after, but we obviously had Al who needed me. And we were in hospital as an inpatient for 5 or 6 days every time we had a round, and that happened about every 2 to 3 weeks, certainly with his chemotherapy. So he had 10 weeks of treatment. We then had to go to Birmingham for his surgery, and then he came back and we carried on. And because he'd opted to go on to a trial, it extended his time from 29 to 41 weeks. So that was hard. It was basically it started in January 2006, and we went on through to the October. But I also had to consider the other two, and I also had to earn money. I was self-employed and had to earn money, and that was really hard. But I was actually quite pragmatic, that I could do what I could do, and I couldn't do what couldn't be done. I feel very blessed. My cup is permanently half full. So I was quite innovative and quite creative with my diary planning. I had my mum was a fantastic support. Sadly, my dad had already died. So and to be honest, Felicity and Patrick absolutely stepped up to the plate. And it was a time of robbing Peter to pay Paul all the time, whether that was financially, whether it was the expectations of my clients, and it was a real balancing act, trying to do what I could do. I didn't hide the fact that Al was ill, and I didn't hide the fact that I had challenges to overcome. And to be honest, I think that honesty helped. People very much supported me. But there was a lot going on. My situation with Dave is very different. Second marriage, very happily, that we've been married a couple of years, and went through all my vows again, with full meaning. And I'm sure he's testing me to the absolute limits. But his recent comeback has been quite different. He's not been an inpatient other than when he's had a bad reaction to the drugs. So he's been a day case patient. So we do the crossword together. The hospital has been fantastic, is listening to me and to him, saying, the timing of our appointments. So they give us early afternoon appointments so that I can work half a day if required. And then we tootle off, as we are in fact today. And Dave is an adult in his own right. He has a strong sense of independence and determination, but we work very much as a team. I think it takes one to know one, the strong, independent person, and I think there are occasions he does listen to the voice of reason. But I do want to be there for him and to accompany him to his appointments, and to be able to drop things in case of emergency. So I've shared with some of the work clients and colleagues what's going on. So if we've had a clash, hasn't happened really very often, but I'm conscious though through my experience that I may be required, to be with him. But not everybody I know I work for knows about Dave's illness. It's just those who need to know. But I've shared, with them, and they've been incredibly supportive again. So I think again, talking to people and sharing and being honest about what your needs are, people are very good.
Okay. Wow.